Change is real and is here today. It touches all: skies, lands, people, and biodiversity. They are all marked by change and bear its telltale signs. While some adapt and evolve, some merely perish without being noticed at all. Ladakh is one such cradle which has been rocked by the hands of change in the last decade. The climate of the region, glaciers, its soil, plants and animals are all juggling for their own space in this delicate ecosystem. But only its people can truly tell us the real story.
Climate change, if you compare the things for the last 30, 40 years, and especially coming to this height, the changes are very stark and very prominent. When I crossed this pass, that was in 1959, I was a child that time, and there was a lot of snow here. The glaciers were much bigger, and now you see so many black patches here, and the glaciers you can see it receding. It's becoming smaller and smaller. So the changes are taking place very fast.
Ladakh's unique beauty is unparalleled in mountains across the world. Rare and majestic creatures have walked this region alongside ancient cultures. Its harsh temperatures have made its communities strong and perseverant. Nomads, shepherds and farmers brave extreme temperatures and difficult terrains to feed themselves and sustain their families.
To get a better idea of what is going on, I asked the local nomads what they think. And in some areas they say not much change. Other areas they say yes, there's considerable change.
guli mane yaksi na yaksi mikyaji tuspu yongchi na tengaja gunor paljor thona ma shanti kyongji lepchi no kale ibu tangaja ini chana ganda nis men gorchi men kale so kachana tena akane so korte yongna tene turu samangal de chala ji yunji kale men shachi men le magar ganda tuk duin jungora to kale.
In a past quarter century, Earth traveled widely on the Tibetan plateau. One sees subtle changes, but it is not always clear if this is a weather change from year to year, if it is due to overgrazing by livestock, which is very common in places, or if it is climate change. Well, the actual fact is it's probably a combination of what you see.
Chagar mi zo sena sang kon bu te song ba ta chak tang gu chun bu tang gu ma ba dang chan ji song de dong na te gong ji man yu ma ni tong ju yi ne ko ba ta na ning sa shi nyu zo chung yi ning lo da ma ne ko ra yi lam lan rul sa me kan yi u re zo te sang me ta a ni phar kha ne tang ba te ne ti ha ti be ti zo a ngai te hat pa ta le te khang ba sang me ding i khang be do sang me le ma ne zo chak le mani kar komba jeb nang ding jeb sa mekan kono me kono tongju ngaji il done o kan ying ta ta san no no ni zikte no ti chu tang saun shul mekan kono man zos ko di.
Now faced by unpredictable rise in temperatures and untimely rain, they have been left perplexed and forced to adopt alternative solutions which have left them confused, dissatisfied and angry at the elements. Pushed to the limit, some communities have even had to leave their ancestral homes and settle in unfamiliar towns.
Between 1946 and 2003, I made 146 visits to Ladakh. The climate change is the basic factor that has brought about the change. Surprised me, even shocked me, that watermelons of the best variety were being grown in the open fields in the FRL, not under any controlled conditions. Now this is the change, I think, which brings it out to so clearly that the climate change has taken place in whole of Ladakh.
Defense Institute of High Altitude Research is collecting this weather data for the last 35 years. And when we look at this data, when we analyze, we found not much temperature change from year-wise. However, there are some spurts which are coming. Some of the days become very warm. And to my mind, this must be adding to some of the harmful effects of this in this region. See, one of the very interesting observations which we have made, and even the farmers of this region has made, is the infestation of some of our crops with the cutworm and aphids, which were not there maybe few years ago, but lately for the last 3-4 years, our crops get infested by these cutworms and aphids, and they destroy the crop.
The long winters often freeze rivers and other water bodies in Ladakh. These frozen rivers provide tourists and local communities the opportunity to undertake the popular Chadar trek in Zanskar. However, warmed by rising temperatures, several regular trekkers and guides have witnessed their road melt away before its time.